I'm the tech person in the family, so whenever someone needs help with music, slideshows, or anything involving a laptop, I get the call. She sent me a folder with about 200 photos and a short message. Use these pictures exactly. Don't remove anything. That already sounded a little intense, but I figured she was just being particular, so I opened the folder. And within 2 minutes, something felt off. Half the photos weren't romantic at all. Instead of sweet couple moments, there were pictures of her fiancé looking confused, stressed, or awkward. One photo showed him asleep on the couch with pizza boxes everywhere. Another was him arguing with someone at a barbecue. There was even a blurry picture of him looking annoyed while holding grocery bags. I sat there staring at my screen. Why would someone include these kinds of photos in a wedding slideshow? Usually these things are full of smiling pictures, vacations, cute moments, not whatever this was. I called my cousin immediately. Hey, quick question about the photos you sent. What about them? She said casually. A lot of these make Mark look kinda miserable. They're fine, she said quickly. Just use them. Then she hung up before I could say anything else. That made it even weirder. So naturally, I started overthinking. Had they been fighting? Was the wedding happening because they felt pressured? Or worse, was she secretly angry at him? Later that night, I texted one of her bridesmaids. Random question. Are Emily and Mark okay? She replied almost instantly. Why would you ask that? I sent her 2 of the photos. 5 seconds later, she wrote back, why would she send those for a wedding slideshow? Exactly. Now I felt even more uneasy. The next day, I went to my aunt's house to drop something off, and my cousin was there. I pulled her aside. Okay, you need to explain something to me. Explain what? The slideshow photos. She looked confused. What's wrong with them? Half of them look like Mark is having the worst day of his life. For a moment, she just stared at me. Then suddenly she started laughing, like full-on uncontrollable laughing. I stood there waiting for the explanation. Finally, she wiped her eyes and said, oh my God, you thought those were the wedding photos? Yes, that's literally what you told me. She shook her head. No, those are the before photos. The before photos? Yeah, the whole slideshow was supposed to be a joke. Apparently her plan was to start the slideshow with all those terrible pictures of Mark looking stressed or grumpy. Then the music would change and the screen would switch to all the happy couple photos from their relationship. Her idea was to show how much happier he became after they started dating. I stared at her for a couple of seconds. Then I started laughing too, because for 24 hours, I had been convinced I was secretly documenting the collapse of a relationship, when really, it was just the weirdest wedding joke I'd ever seen. And honestly, I still think half the guests are gonna be confused for the first 2 minutes.